Terence Crawford, you're 33 years old now. You've been off for a while. And the guy that some people had above you on the pound for pound list, he just lost. My question for you is Terence Crawford still the best fighter in the world?
Many people would claim that there's no such thing as unstoppable, but Terence Bud Crawford gives a new meaning to that word. Crawford started as a skinny little kid from Omaha. Still, today, he's gained a well-deserved reputation as an undefeated, undisputed welterweight champion, while leaving a trail of knockout opponents after every match. And let's not forget all the records he's broken. But what sets him apart isn't the fact that he's yet to be defeated. It's the resilience, raw power, and unique style with which he beats new opponents. Crawford spent most of his childhood in Omaha, Nebraska. He was a quiet and reserved child who took an interest in boxing, but his mother, determined to toughen him up, would pay some of the kids around the neighborhood to challenge him. Whilst most kids would get discouraged by this only fueled Crawford's drive to be stronger, more challenging, and, most importantly, unstoppable. Crawford has spoken in numerous interviews about how these experiences had made him see every new opponent as another foe to be defeated. If he had a hard time defeating one of the kids around the block, he'd spend more hours at the gym while trying to figure out a new trick to beating the new guy. Now that he's got kids of his own, Crawford's decided to be there for them, which is very different from the tough lessons he went through as a kid. But one thing's clear. Those hard times in Omaha really made him a champion. Crawford developed a passion for boxing at the young age of 7, and his trainers, and literally everyone around him, could tell that he was pretty good at it. He trained hard, often going head-to-head with older, more experienced fighters in Omaha's gyms. His trainers quickly saw he was something special. He had the natural talent, but what really set him apart was his incredible toughness and determination. Crawford would see a much bigger, older, and more experienced player and would instantly start drawing up plans and strategies on how to defeat him. It's plain insane. Even then, his knack for switching between boxing styles, going from orthodox to southpaw, caught everyone's attention, making him stand out as a prodigy with endless potential. Crawford's knack for switching styles and changing up his game in the middle of a fight makes it super hard for anyone to guess what he's going to do next. His trainer, Brian Bomac McIntyre, points out that Crawford's real strength comes from being a fighter who can switch from being empathetic and ruthless in a split second, just like how he switches between boxing styles with such ease that it keeps his opponent on their toes. In the ring, he's known for a pretty ruthless approach to his game. He studies his opponent's weak spots, plays out fights to his advantage, and lands bright hits to win the match and knock his opponent down. This unique style has made him a force to be reckoned with in boxing. No one wants to step into the ring with someone who not only wants to win, but seems to enjoy crushing their opponents. Pan American Games box-offs and claimed bronze in both the US National Championships and a Pan American Games qualifier in Venezuela. But while Crawford's skills were undeniable, his Olympics dreams were dashed when he lost to Saddam Ali. Though McIntyre encouraged him to stay in the amateur circuit to pursue Olympic gold, Crawford had bigger plans. His sights were set on becoming a world champion. But before we take a look, do you want to hear more about boxing's brightest stars and what's next for Terence Crawford? Make sure to subscribe for more in-depth stories and updates. Stepping into the professional ring, Crawford wasted no time making a name for himself. He built a reputation as a fearless fighter, willing to take on anyone, anywhere. Terence Crawford's professional debut was nothing short of electrifying. His first big break came when he entered the junior welterweight division, where he quickly climbed the ranks to become an undisputed champion. On May 14, 2008, he made an explosive entrance into the boxing world, knocking out Brian Cummings in just the first round. This was the beginning of a winning streak that saw him rack up an impressive 19-0 record, with 15 of those victories being by knockout. He then made his way to the welterweight division, where his career truly skyrocketed. Crawford has taken down some of the toughest guys in boxing, including Ricky Burns, John Molina Jr., Mickey Garcia and Jeff Horn, whom he knocked out in his very first welterweight fight to claim the WBO belt. He defended this title 6 times, each time ending the fight with a knockout, a rare feat in the sport. His most talked about victory, however, came when he faced Errol Spence Jr. in a long-awaited match. Crawford's mastery of technique and strategy was on full display as he systematically wore Spence down, ultimately winning in the 9th round and claiming the undisputed welterweight title. Crawford's undefeated record now stands at an astonishing 41 victories, with 31 of those wins achieved by knockout. Alongside his championship titles in both the junior welterweight and welterweight divisions, he has garnered titles like Fighter of the Year twice from ESPN and once from the Boxing Writers Association. His success is due not only to his technical skill, but to his psychological edge. Crawford has a reputation for inflicting as much humiliation as possible on opponents he believes have shown him disrespect. He's not just fighting to win, he's fighting to dominate. Crawford's partnership with his trainer, Brian McIntyre, has been key to his success. With McIntyre's guidance, he's honed his style and developed strategies to tackle any opponent. Over the years, he's trained in a variety of gyms, gaining insights from different fighting styles and cultures. He's even taken on an unconventional role as a mentor to younger fighters, showing them the mental discipline required to succeed. While other fighters might rest on their laurels, Crawford's commitment to constant improvement and innovation keeps him a step ahead of the competition. Terence Crawford's journey from a kid in Omaha with a chip on his shoulder to an undisputed, undefeated welterweight champion is nothing short of inspiring. His dedication, his unique fighting style, and his determination to prove everyone wrong have made him a true legend in the boxing world. As he continues to defend his titles and shatter records, one thing is clear: Crawford's not just boxing's next big thing, he's already an icon. And that brings us to the end of today's video. But before we wrap up, which of Terence Crawford's matches would you consider his most legendary yet? Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. Also, smash the bell icon as hard as you can to get instant notifications on new videos.